Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking a new flashlight brand. Not that the company's new, just a different brand I haven't really talked about on camera before. I use tons and tons of flashlights, all different types of brands, lots of Amazon stuff, Amazon finds, lots of Chinese companies, lots of different names. And, I don't always talk about them because, flashlights, to me, it's something I kind of sprinkle into my videos. But off camera, I am using them frequently, testing them, all kinds of stuff. This is a brand, and I want you guys to tell me how you say this. I want to say Tunenge, maybe? Tuneng. But your guess is as good as mine. As far as pronunciation, you guys know I'm usually a little bit off, and that's okay. But anyway, I have two of their models. This one is the S5, and the other one is the S15 Pro. Super interesting little lights. I was actually interested in this one first because I'm a huge fan of single AA lights. All right, I'll show you the battery that came with it, but it's their own branded 14500, which is a AA. This one's 1000 milliamp hour. But anyway, I just dig AA size lights for lots of different reasons. I like the fact that I could use an alkaline in here in a pinch. I have tons of alkaline batteries. If you're anywhere in public, you can run into almost any store and find AA batteries, AAA batteries, things like that. So I just really like that form factor. Plus, they're usually smaller lights anyway, so I can fit these in my little pocket organizers. So AA, AAA, always a fan, wanted to try it from this brand. I like it. There's nothing wrong with this light. I'll go over a couple of features, but the big thing is it's 20 bucks. It is a more affordable flashlight. Sometimes when you go with the name brand stuff, they are a little bit more expensive. Not always, it just depends. But for 20 bucks, I think it's worth what they're offering. First off, you do have a magnetic cap, which you can clearly see. They have a little magnet symbol on there, so you don't forget. It does have a two-way position clip on here, which is removable if you don't want it on there. Side button, charging ports on the back, really straightforward stuff. You can see they do have a lockout, which is printed on there. Press for 2 seconds to lock or unlock. But anyway, when first of all, from the off position, there is a moonlight mode, kind of a hidden mode on there, but similar to like, through night, O-light, where you have a long press when it's off, if you do want that moonlight mode. But once it's on, when it's on, you push and hold, it'll cycle through. All right, there's our highest mode, which they're claiming is 1400 lumens for this model. I don't know, I don't have a lux meter, or, I can't really test that. But again, dealing with hundreds and hundreds of flashlights, I'm going to say that's more like 600-700 lumens, maybe 5, I don't know. But that's just what it is. It is plenty bright enough, regardless of whatever the number is. At any point, you can double click to go right to that mode. You could triple click for strobe. And while you're on strobe, if you triple click again, it'll switch over to SOS. So the SOS is kind of a hidden mode. Again, probably the least used mode in all flashlights is SOS, unless I'm having fun. I've never in a real life application have used SOS, but I guess it's good to have, especially if you have this camping or something. If you happen to get lost, who knows, even when you're not trying to get attention from people, depending on if you have spare batteries and such, you could use SOS, let's say at nighttime. Even like when you go to sleep, you just have the light going while you're trying to rest and sleep and get attention from someone to come rescue you. Who knows? It's unlikely that'll help, but you never know. Maybe it would. But anyway, very, very straightforward flashlight. Just a little AA light. There's so many on the market. This is just another one. What is cool, they did come with some color diffuser caps, which is interesting. I don't know why I came with these two, and I'm not sure what the little tab is for, but I keep it on the light. I put this on the pocket clip just to store it that way. But we have kind of a light orange and a dark orange. This is maybe supposed to be red, but it looks kind of orange to me. But we'll pop it on here. All right, so if you do want to diffuse the light, you certainly can. And again, this one's coming across as super orangey red. And then the other one is more like straight orange. All right, like your hazards on your car or something. But you could see it is quite bright. This would definitely get attention. In fact, the color is probably even better than the white light. If you're trying to get people's attention at night, maybe roadside, maybe you're broken down or something, or there's an emergency, you need some help, that's kind of a cool option. So, it's just nice to have little accessories that come with your lights, especially for 20 bucks. Now, the other light, which is cool as well, very, very small, compact. This is the S15 Pro. This is $30. This, they're claiming, has a high lumen output of 750, which I think is more on par. You also see we have a side panel with some other LEDs in here, which is interesting. So double click to turn it on. push and hold to, I forgot, this is not push and hold, this is click for each individual output. All right, something I always forget. Again, dealing with so many different flashlights. So low, medium, high, and our turbo mode. All right, long press to shut it off. Triple click gets us to the side panel. All right, so now we have the side panel. Starts off with our black light or UV LED, which is pretty weak on this particular one. Individual clicks to change it. Then we have our side white light or cool white, which is relatively bright. And hit it again, we go to our warm white, which I'm a huge fan of. Love warm white. All right, and then we have our red light, which in this case is very pink. So just gonna throw it out there. It's quite a pink version of a red light. All right, then the next mode is going to be alternating flashes, again, just to get attention between the white and the red. And then we're back to our UV. All right, long press to shut it off. Really straightforward. Charging port is on the back here. This did come with a little crab claw thing, which I don't use. But you can. It's a split ring and a cheap crab claw. But there's a lanyard there, all right, or a lanyard spot, so you can put that, you know, attach something to it if you wanted to. This is kind of a key size. I do like that it still comes with a pocket clip. This is a one-position clip. This is perfect for the little fifth pocket in your jeans. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a little tiny form factor. If you happen to wear denim, this would be great, just a little backup to throw in there. This is also fantastic for a hat light. That's what I've been using this for. Clips to a hat, super lightweight. Those side panels are facing down with the clip orientation, so if you want to look down on a paper or something, let's say you want to use that red light for night vision, that kind of a thing, you can certainly do so. And, you know, it's just also nice if you have a backpack or something, you put this on the backpack strap or even a front pocket, and you can use that flashing mode if you want to get people's attention. Again, that would be more emergency type thing, or if you're just playing around. But super cool for a little backup kind of hat light. That's what I really like this for. But anyway, just like I said, new brand. There's so many out there. This is just another good one. I have had no issues with either light now. Pretty extensive testing on the bigger one, the S5. This one didn't play with as much, didn't carry it on the keys yet. Might do so, but like I said, more dedicated for a backup little hat light. These are great flashlights too, to just, especially anything AA, to throw in the vehicle. That's it. Get a pack of AA batteries, brand new. Throw it in a bag, throw it in your glove box, throw it in, you know, down by your spare tire. A lot of people forget wherever your spare tire in your vehicle is located, there's always extra little pockets and crevices and room. You could pack it with stuff. Pack it with, well, the first thing I want to say is emergency food. However, if you're like me and you live in the woods, you do not want to do that, because if a bear smells any kind of food in your car, they will break it. They will break your windows. They will open the doors. Black bear around here know how to open doors for cars. It's actually more common than you might think. They got smart. They realized they can get into vehicles by pulling on the little handles. And they will just completely destroy your car if there's any food in there. But for me, it's like a spare MRE or something. It's super packed up. They'll never smell that, in my opinion. But again, tools, flashlights, spare batteries, charging packs, you know, those, you could do, you know, the crank flashlights. I mean, you name it. There's a million ideas for emergency stuff, but just keep in mind, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Of course, when you go to change your tire, if you ever need your spare or your donut, whatever you have, yeah, it's a huge pain because you have a bunch of stuff jammed all around it, but not a big deal. We don't get flats that often. But anyway, just wanted to throw that out there as a suggestion or an idea to stash extra types of lights like this. It's just, it's going to be so easy and convenient. If you ever do need a flashlight, you know it's always there. If the battery's dead, that's fine. You have spare batteries and so forth. But anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Let me know if you have experience with this particular brand. If you do, what model do you have? What do you think of it? I'll let everyone know down in the comment section. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you again tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.